talking about meeting your family. How has your family reacted to you having a Korean girlfriend?
Oh, they
don't care, do they?
Yeah, they couldn't care less. You know, they are just happy that I'm happy.
Of course.
And like, yeah, everything's fine. We
Yeah.
love her already. They never
Whoever
met
she
her.
is, we love her.
They never met her, and they are, yeah, we love her. Tell her that we love her.
Yeah.
Give her a hug. Give her
Yeah.
kisses on our behalf. You know, yeah, that's Spanish culture.
Finally, our son will settle down.
Yeah, exactly. They are just happy that I'm in a serious relationship.
Fine,
you
they're
know?
like, finally.
Yeah, yeah.
What about vice versa? How do your girlfriend's parents feel about their probably their future son-in-law
Yeah.
being a foreigner?
That's crazy.
Of course. Why is it crazy?
The first time
Yeah.
they saw me,
You've met them.
yeah.
Oh, tell us about
Yeah,
that.
first time was by chance, right? I told you that when I stay in Busan, I stay the apartment
her?
building is very close to where she
Yeah,
lives.
near
She
her.
lives with her father, and one day I was just going with her to her apartment to pick some stuff, or I don't really remember the reason, and we were holding hands because I'm a very touchy
Oh my
person,
God.
right? I love one of my love languages is
Physical
like
touch.
physical touch.
Yeah.
So
I'm only imagining the dad right now.
it's crazy, really. Like we were holding hands, we were just walking, and all of a sudden she just like throws my hand away,
Ew!
and I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
And because there was this old Korean man coming close,
Yeah.
and of course for me he was just another
Korean person,
haraboji,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Another like Korean man.
Yeah.
Like I don't really care. And she wears glasses and she was not wearing them. So she didn't
Oh,
realize who he
snap.
was until he was
got
super
close.
close. And he was talking on the phone and like he saw her just like doing this, and she said something to him which with my very basic Korean I only understood the word apa, and I was like, "Oh fuck. It's her father."
Show daddy.
And I was like, because my plan was like, whenever I meet him, I will do the full
Wear a
안녕하세요.
suit.
Yeah, wear a
Look
suit.
nice.
Full 안녕하세요, you know. 만나서 반갑습니다.
You've been practicing for this day.
The whole thing, right? But
Yeah.
I was wearing sweatpants
Oh.
with like a shirt, very open shirt, which showed all my tattoos, you know.
Oh my god, not the tattoo.
Yeah. So he was like, he looked at me like, who the fuck is this guy with my girl? He did one of those.
Oh no.
And he just froze on the spot, not even talking to whoever was on the
Yeah.
other side of the phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what do I do? She just left. And I was like, oh fuck. Her father was looking at me. And I was like, oh, okay. I just froze. And my brain just like blocked completely.
Yeah.
And not even a single word came out of it. And I was like, okay. And I just ran after her, you know? And I was like, oh my God, I wanted to make a
So
great
there was
first.
no hi.
No, nothing. Just like he froze on the spot. He looked at me like he wanted to kill me. Like, who the fuck is this guy? And
Oh my God.
I blocked. I didn't say anything. I just ran after her with like a very girly run, kind of like.
He's probably like, what was that?
And he was literally, because I looked back
Yeah.
when we were a few meters away,
Yeah.
and he was still frozen on the
Just
spot,
looking-
at me, just like so shocked. The poor man was so
Oh
shocked.
my goodness.
You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I wanted to make a first great impression, and I made probably the worst.
Probably the worst.
Yeah.
Probably the worst.
Yeah, so apparently as soon as he got home, he was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
What did he study? What's
Of
his
course.
work? What did his parents study?
Oh, of course. Of course. What country is he from?
Yeah, exactly.
They might as well ask what GPA he had in school
Yeah.
at that point. Yeah.
And at that time, I didn't even have a job.
Oh Lord.
So he was
Axel.
like, break up with him. Right? Like, I don't want to know anything about this guy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but of course, with time, he realized that I keep insisting, I keep coming back, and this time, because like we had no relationship, nothing. I mean, whenever I come, I try to bring him like little
Gifts,
gifts, like
yeah.
food from Spain, you know,
That's
stuff
really
like.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying, you know. But this time, he had a small crash with a car.
Oh no.
and nothing serious.
Oh, okay.
But until the insurance company figured out some stuff, he was staying in a hospital, which apparently is a very Korean thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know when she told me. She was like, "Oh, my father had a crash, a car crash."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my God, let's go see him." And apparently, when we went there, of course, I stayed out of the room, and I told her, like, "Tell your father that I'm here, and if he's cool with me going in, right?" And he said, "Yeah." So I just went in, and we talked a little bit, kind of like talking, because of course my Korean is
It's
super
still-
bad,
yeah.
and his father doesn't speak that much English either. So it was kind of like a weird conversation with like
Probably a lot of
hand signs. Yeah, he threw a few jokes.
Yeah.
I even
Aw.
said thank you for joking. You
Yeah.
know, he said, "Hey, 농담이지," and I was like, "Oh, 감사합니다." You know, super awkward for me.
Yeah.
But she told him that I wanted to go see him, right? And he thought that was very
That's a
sweet.
big thing, yeah.
And yeah, he just said, "Oh, if you guys love each other so much, then get married as soon as possible." So now it looks like he's in a phase of acceptance, kind of. Like he's not in denial anymore. He's kind of like starting to
He's
accept.
warming up to you.
Yeah, a little bit.
That is so. I mean, the first meeting was terrible.
Oh, it was crazy.
I don't even know what I would have done
Ah,
if
it
I was in your
crazy.
shoes.
It was crazy, really.
Oh my goodness. And wait, what happened when? Did she tell you? Oh, that was my dad, or
No. Well, I mean, probably she did.
yeah.
But
you didn't register.
I think I was like the first one to say, "That was your dad, right?" And she was like, "Yeah, I just told him that we'll see each other later."
At home, yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, but I was just standing
That's
there."
a big deal.
Yeah. I was just standing there like a dumbass without saying anything,
Yeah.
kind of like frozen in the
Frozen.
spot. Like, what do I do now?
So sad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think that's probably one of the worst first meeting of your in-laws, your future
Definitely.
in-laws I've ever heard.
Definitely.
But I do have to
Especially
say-
with Korean culture, right?
Oh my god! And the way they're so strict about like the first meeting, because you're basically asking for his daughter's hand in marriage in that first meeting. At your first meeting, you had sweatpants on, your tattoos were showing, you were not ready, you were unemployed at the time. So he's probably like, "So how are you going to provide for my daughter?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So do you feel like you being a foreigner was not the biggest deal? Like you being unemployed was the biggest deal to him, or was it just everything?
It was the whole pack.
It was everything.
Yeah. I mean, like my image on the first impression, he was already like, where the hell did this guy come from?
Yeah.
Where did he get out of, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially as well with the Korean perception of tattoos. At least for like old people, I know
very
that
different.
nowadays with young people it's changing quite a lot, but of course, like, he's an old man.
Yeah.
Not super old, but
Still older. He's from an older generation than
so
us. Yeah.
the tattoos were huge for him, you know? And like, he's Spanish.
He's not even one of the big countries. America.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not America.
Spanish.
He's not Canadian.
He's not
He's not from like France
or the
Britain,
UK, you know?
because those are more coveted
Yeah,
countries to have
yeah.
as like in-laws.
No, like
Yeah.
Spanish.
He's like, where's Spain?
He's short.
No.
Apparently, he even mentioned that I'm ugly, you know, which
He's just trying to deter her
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point. It's like, don't do
yeah,
it.
like this guy, no, he's a no.
It's like, I don't want him. Okay.
Yeah, because
Jeez.
apparently, and this is like expectations, right? She always stays at home. But when I went there, she started not sleeping at home.
So now he's like,
and getting flowers and stuff. And his father was like, "Oh, I'm sure he's dating like
a Korean
a
man.
fine Korean man, you know, a lawyer, a doctor, you know."
He's treating her amazing. The flowers, definitely a Korean
Yeah,
boy.
and then-
on the street, who the hell is that foreigner next to you?
Who is this guy?
The tattoos.
Short,
Spanish.
ugly. What the?
Short and ugly is crazy. I wish like one day you guys would be close enough to laugh about this because
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
I mean,
Like-
after the hospital visit,
Yeah.
apparently he said that he doesn't think that I'm ugly anymore.
Because you're not.
Hey, small
I'll-
wins.
Listen,
I'll
as
take
soon
it.
as I marry her, If I was you, I would be on the mic like, yeah, so apparently you thought I was ugly. Then I'd be like, 농담. So I'd be like, oh, he does sound like he cares a lot more about his daughter's
Yeah,
feelings for
definitely.
sure. Because there's some families who will just be like, you can't see him. It doesn't matter. But for him to be like, you know what? You love him. He seems to love you. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Marry her as soon. Get her out of my house as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, but like, yeah, and also like she's like, I don't give a fuck about what my father says,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
which for me it was
I
a big
mean,
thing getting into a relationship at the beginning, because
Yeah.
I was like, if you don't care, then I don't have to care either.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm a people pleaser. I like people to like me, and I want everyone to like me. So when someone doesn't like me, it's a
It
big
hurts.
deal for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
especially if it's my father-in-law, right? So I'm willing to put all the effort that I have to make him like me.
And he does now.
Apparently, little by little, I don't know
It's
how
getting there.
much he
Yeah.
likes me, but he's assuming
Yeah.
that at least right now that's what's going on with his daughter. And yeah.
I mean, I feel like as long as she's happy, the father is gonna be okay with it.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of fathers, as long as their daughter is happy, good fathers, as long as their daughter is happy, they're okay with.
Yeah, I also think that. I think
Oh.
that he's cool with me because of
Yeah.
that.
That was a crazy story.
Yeah.
That was a crazy story,
Yeah.
guys. What's some advice that you would give people who are currently doing a long distance relationship?